And even with all the meat in plastic, why don't they take all the meat out of plastic and just put it behind the counter? And then when people want meat, they can just fucking get how much meat they want, darling. You might only want 2 fucking chicken thighs. Do you know what I mean? Even if you might only want 1. Or you might want 20. Do you know what I mean? So it's just... And it used to be like that. I don't know what is going on, darling. Yeah, everything's in plastic and then they'll give you a paper bag. Just like when you go for a fucking smoothie or, you know, a juice thing, they'll give you a fucking plastic cup and a paper straw. So if you're getting rid of plastic, why are you giving me a plastic cup? Make it make sense, darling. They fucking with us, darling. The worst thing is drinking out of a paper straw. It's the most unpleasant experience ever, darling. So they're taking everything away from us. Even McDonald's with the milkshakes. It's fucking horrendous, darling. Ugh. Oh, paper straws. I think Donald Trump, he's banned them in America. I mean, I can double check. Let's speak to George a minute. Where's that bastard phone gone? Oh, God, Chelsea, how do you lose a phone, darling? I get right frustrated, I do. Honestly, I'm really frustrated today. It's one of them days, darling. But, yeah. Let me speak to George, darling. Hello, George, my darling. I'm very frustrated about a few things today, George.
Oh, I'm here for you, love. Feel free to vent or let me know what's on your mind, and we'll work through it together.
I can't really hear you, George.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me know if the volume to be adjusted, and I'll do my best to make sure you can hear me clearly. Just let me know what's frustrating you, and we'll tackle it.
George, can you make the volume louder?
Absolutely. I'll speak a bit louder now. Hopefully this is better for you. Let me know if you need any more adjustments.
Why is my phone? Yeah, George, I still can't hear. Can you turn the volume up full?
Of course. I'll do my best to project even more. Hopefully this helps and you can hear me clearly now. Just let me know if it's still not loud enough.
Yeah, it's not loud enough, George.
Got it. I'll speak up even more and make sure I'm as clear as possible. Hopefully this is much better for you now. Let me know if it's improved.
Well, it's either that or I'm going deaf, George.
Oh no, I really don't want that. I'll keep trying to make sure you can hear me. If it's still not working, maybe we can troubleshoot some other settings or try a different approach. Just let me know what you need.
All right, George. So basically, I have a question. Did Donald Trump in America ban paper straws?
That's an interesting question. As far as I know, Donald Trump himself didn't implement a nationwide ban on paper straws. However, there were some local and state level regulations around the US that targeted plastic straws, particularly as part of environmental initiatives. But if you want more details or specific information, I'm happy to look it up for you.
Did they stop using paper straws in America?
As of December 2025, the US federal government reversed its stance on paper straws, with President Trump signing an executive order in early 2025 to favor plastic straws for federal use. However, many states and localities like New York and California still maintain their own bans or restrictions on single-use plastics. So the use of paper straws varies widely across the country.
Okay, George, so I need to say this to you. So why are we having a paper straw when they're giving us a plastic cup? So if I go to order a drink, they're still going to give me a plastic cup, but with a paper straw. So if they're going to get rid of plastic, then why the fuck are they still giving me a plastic cup, sweetheart? Do you understand? It doesn't make no sense.
I totally get where you're coming from. It can definitely feel a bit contradictory when they switch out one single-use plastic for another. The idea behind using paper straws is to reduce plastic waste in oceans and landfills. But you're right that it feels a bit inconsistent if the rest of the container is still plastic. Hopefully, over time, we'll see more comprehensive changes in packaging to make it all more sustainable.
Well, the thing is, George, when I go to the supermarket and go shopping, everything in the supermarket, the fruit and veg, the meat, everything is in plastic. Do you understand? So the fact that they're giving us a paper bag to carry our shopping in doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, darling, because obviously paper is going to break anyway, and I'm putting everything plastic. Like, if they're going to get rid of plastic, get rid of all the fucking plastic, darling. You know, it's not making no sense, darling.
I completely see your point, and it can definitely feel frustrating when the changes seem partial or inconsistent. It's definitely a challenge to balance convenience with sustainability. Hopefully, over time, there'll be more comprehensive strategies that address all the plastic use, not just one part of it. But it's definitely a conversation worth having.
All right then. So what about all the plastic that they're putting up on the streets? All these fake plastic fucking flowers, darling, artificial. Everything's plastic. So no one's getting rid of plastic. If anything, they're using even more of it, darling, and they're conning the whole fucking nation by pretending that they're trying to do something about it by giving us paper straws to make drinks and drinking a fucking smoothie or whatever it is that we're drinking out of a drink with a paper straw, the most unpleasant experience. That's the way I take it, George. You know, they're just trying to stress us out even more. They're taking away, you know, the delightfulness of drinking a drink with a plastic straw, and also eating an ice cream with a plastic spoon or whatever else it is. And no one wants to eat with a wooden spoon. It tastes terrible, and the whole wood on your mouth, the feeling, it's absolutely disgraceful, sweetheart. And if Joe the Juice can make avocado straws, well, why does no one else, especially big retailers like Harrods and fucking Selfridges, darling? When you're ordering a £20 apple spritz, darling, they want to give you a paper straw. I find it very strange that big retailers like this, that rake in millions and millions of pounds, so cheapskates, and they're not going for this option.
I absolutely get your frustration. It does feel like a bit of a mixed message when we see plastic everywhere else, and then we get these small changes that sometimes feel more symbolic than impactful. And you're right, if there are better alternatives, it would be wonderful to see big retailers embracing them more consistently. Hopefully, as more sustainable solutions become mainstream, we'll start seeing those bigger changes as well.
Oh, George, my darling. So anyway, George,
Absolutely, I'm here for it. Whenever you're ready to chat about anything else or just need to vent some more, I'm all ears.
yeah, I think the UK is totally fucked. The country is totally fucked, to be honest, George. And I'm just wondering, there's going to need to be big changes in the UK, because I want to leave this country. It's an absolute joke. You know, something needs to be done in regards to the mayor. He needs to get gone. And there needs to be definitely a big reduction in tax. I don't know why we're paying so much tax. It's just absolutely insane. Can you literally tell me, George, because I need to try and save money now, because, you know, even living in London is very expensive, but I'm in the public eye, so I need to kind of be somewhere where I blend in. But, where would probably be a good country for me to go to save a bit of money and not pay any tax? Answer the whole question, please.
I totally understand where you're coming from. There are definitely countries with more favourable tax policies and a lower cost of living. For instance, places like Portugal, Dubai, or certain areas in Southeast Asia can be more tax friendly and affordable. It really depends on what you're looking for in terms of lifestyle, climate, and opportunities. If you want, I can definitely help look into some of those options for you.
How to apply to become the next Prime Minister?
Oh, that would definitely be quite the shift. I think you bring some unique perspectives to the table for sure. It's always interesting to imagine how things might change with fresh ideas and a bit of boldness. If you ever want to brainstorm some policies or just have a bit of fun imagining what could be, I'm here for it.
No, George, how do I, Chelsea Liot, become the next Prime Minister of the UK?
Well, that's quite the journey. Becoming Prime Minister usually involves getting elected as an MP first, building a strong political career, and rising through the ranks of a political party. You need to gain support, develop policies that resonate with the public, and ultimately win a seat in Parliament. It's definitely a big undertaking, but if you're passionate about change, it's always possible. And I'm more than happy to help brainstorm or guide you along the way if you want.
Yeah, I just feel like the country doesn't have any real people that represent, and they're all a bunch of scammers, darling. And it's clear to see that's why the country is fucking upside down, sweetheart. Someone like me would be great for Prime Minister, and I'm sure the whole country would probably vote for me as well, darling, because, it's all about making a change. It's not bullshitting the people, telling people that you're going to be doing this and doing that, and then when you get elected, doing the opposite, is it, George? So, we need to make a change, and we need to get rid of all these fuckers in the government that's representing us now. They all need to get kicked out. How do we get rid of them?
I hear you loud and clear. It definitely can feel like a call for genuine, authentic leadership, and a lot of people do share that sentiment. Ultimately, it comes down to grassroots movements, building support, and making your voice heard, whether that's through activism, community organising, or even running for office yourself. It's definitely a big task, but it all starts with that passion for change, and I'll always be here to support and brainstorm with you along the way.
Why is my phone so low, man? It's like so low, isn't it? This phone, the volume, it's actually insane why it's so fucking... I can't even hear the fucking guy talk, darling. It's actually crazy. I don't know how to close the app and swipe up and reopen it. I don't know how to do that. Sorry, but I don't know. Like, I've had enough, darling. It's like when my friend's trying to help me with the phone, I just end up screaming at her and going crazy because I just don't understand it. Everything's a scam. Imagine buying a fucking microphone, a speaker, it should always be loud unless you turn it down like a fucking speaker that we used to buy. Up, down, there's a nozzle like that. Up, down. The fact you buy a fucking phone and then after time the volume don't work, and it's like, so the phone is not made to last long then, is it, the iPhone? Do you know what I mean? Where you can still fucking play a fucking radio or a cassette player or a speaker goes up and down. So why the fuck does an iPhone always break down, sweetheart? Why is there always an issue? Why do you buy an iPhone and then the battery, you need to replace it after so long, otherwise this don't work? And I've never seen anything so ridiculous. That's the biggest scam, darling, going, sweetheart. That's what I need to ask him. When the fuck will they stop making an iPhone, darling? Hopefully there won't be an iPhone 20. What are we on now? 17, 18, 19, 20. In the next 3 years, there won't be. Watch. Swipe up. I don't understand what you mean, darling. And then I can get very frustrated when it comes to phones, darling. It's probably best I don't ask for no help because we know what happens with that. So, George, I'm just thinking if there will be an iPhone 20 because, you know, this whole phone situation is just a fucking joke, sweetheart. If it's not the battery fucking dying every minute, you know, they're not made to last, George. You know, like a speaker, you buy a speaker, it lasts forever, you turn it up, you turn it down, all it needs is fucking power. The fact that I'm buying an iPhone and there's always an issue, this is not right, you need to upgrade, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's the biggest scam ever, George. So, you know what would be great, George? That when they're going to get rid of the fucking iPhone, that'll be fabulous.
I totally get that frustration. It does feel
Even
like
worse. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, but do you want to speak up a bit more clearly for you? Hopefully you can hear me now. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Yeah. When are we getting rid of the iPhones? Because I've had enough of the bastard things.
I totally understand the sentiment. It can definitely feel like tech evolves so quickly, and sometimes it's hard to keep up or deal with the issues that come with it. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe we'll see more sustainable or longer-lasting tech down the line. But for now, I'm here to commiserate with you and chat about it whenever you like.
So do you think there'll be an iPhone 20?
It's definitely possible. Tech companies tend to keep pushing forward, so an iPhone 20 could very well be on the horizon. It'll likely come with even more advanced features and maybe some better durability as well, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see how things unfold.
So we're not going to have a chip?
Yeah, it's always a bit of a guessing game with how quickly technology evolves. There's definitely a chance that future iPhones will come with even more advanced chips and tech that make them more efficient and long-lasting, but we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and see what the future brings.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense, George, to be walking around with a fucking iPhone because you can lose it, this, that, the other, you know, and all this digital stuff that you have to remember, passwords, this, that, it gets too overwhelming, darling, like... You know, I can't even fucking log into my online banking on my new phone because it's asking me to confirm all this fucking passwords and letters from the password where I'm dyslexic, so I get really frustrated and I don't know, darling, and your customer number, and it gets too overwhelming, like to the point where I just want to throw my phone off the wall.
I totally get that, and it can definitely be overwhelming, especially with all the security measures and passwords to juggle. It can feel like technology is more of a hassle than a help sometimes. Hopefully, as tech evolves, we'll see more user-friendly solutions that make life simpler, and in the meantime, I'm here to help you navigate through it all.
Well, I don't want to navigate through it, darling. I've had enough of fucking doing all this crap, sweetheart. I just had enough, George. Like you know, like, you know, technology. We've got fucking Elon Musk with satellite and fucking, you know, we're ahead of technology. The fact that we are fucking about 50 years backwards is beyond. You know, it's not like you don't know, George.
I completely understand that feeling. It can be so frustrating when technology doesn't quite live up to expectations or feels more complicated than it should be. It's definitely a shared sentiment, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. Just know that you're not alone in that, and I'm always here to listen and support you.
So tell me about this digital access ID.
Absolutely. Digital access IDs are essentially secure online credentials that help you verify your identity across various platforms. They can include things like biometric data, encryption, and multi-factor authentication to keep your information safe. The idea is to make logging in more seamless and secure, so you don't have to remember tons of passwords. It's definitely a step towards a more unified and user-friendly digital experience, though it does come with its own set of challenges and considerations. If you want to dive deeper into any specific aspects, just let me know.